this map where they get a chance to go up 3-0 and tie themselves for the day 1-1, leaving Black Dragons at 0-1. It's going to be Jaguar Falls, one of my personal favorites, because there are all these dogs all over the... Wait, are Jaguars dogs or cats?
Cats.
I prefer dogs.
I just said it's a good dog.
All right, it is a good dog. There are all these cats all over the map, Jaguar Falls, so you know... Okay, so Falls, right? Here's the thing. There's this very dangerous cliff edge right next to the capture point.
That's right. We saw Master Lu in the previous set against District 69 roll off said cliff, and that's going to prove... Hopefully he's found his way around that this time around. Like we mentioned, QG, this is a must-win series for them. They're already down 0-1. You know, they lost to District 69 in the first series of the day. These international matchups are going to be very important, especially when they're dropping sweeps against some of the NA and EU competition.
You know, it's looking pretty good for QG. I don't know what it is, but they always manage to clutch out that last capture point. We've had 2 4-3 games. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw another one, but I would like to see QG, if they're going to win, start to get more dominant, because this is a team that grows every time they play. And we've seen that nonstop, right? First it was, you know, moving to these picks, dealing more damage, getting more of the outplay, and then they started working together more, and now they've got that ultimate sort of discipline going, which was really critical last game.
It's tough to say, right, though, because Ice Mines is a map that oftentimes forces those 3-3 scenarios. So
sure does.
The narrow win on Serpent Beach, another narrow scrape in game number 2. QG with the momentum on their side headed into game number 3. The question for me is, though, do they let Skullis get this Eevee again and still no Drogos against 2 double frontline compositions?
You know, I think they do give up the Eevee, right? The Makoa, I think, is a better pick for them, more valuable, because they're just doing so well in that first game off of the serve, serving it right up to the carries and getting those kills on the Shaolin with that 1 arrow shot afterwards, which just didn't happen for Black Dragons. On the other hand, maybe you take the Eevee away because you know they can't play Makoa as well as you can.
Yeah, both teams showing propensities to run double frontliners here, but like we were just talking about, no Drogos coming out yet. No Pip either. Pip, another interesting change to him that allows him to counter frontliners.
That's right. Well, let's see what they do pick as we head into the 3rd draft of this best of 5 series. If QG plays this one right, they could go up 3-0 against Black Dragons.
Ooh, and they're going to have first pick hovering that Makoa once again, locking it in almost immediately. QG know they want to continue to go with this.
Yeah, you know, there is the question of who's a good turtle, and QG know that it's Makoa. He's been so good for them, but the Ruckus now going the way of Black Dragons, and that has been very helpful for QG. They've done a lot with that Ruckus. Sort of more of a sleeper, but I don't know, man. It's put out a lot of damage for them, and it's helped them out a lot. So now the question is, what's the response? Are we going to see the Maldamba again? I love the Cassie. That was so big for Knight. It was so much better than the Victor.
Picking up another dangerous glass cannon backline is QG. Really not showing propensity to want to pick up these traditional tank counters in that Drogos, in that pit. But Shaolin, you know, I mean, his kit was, you can talk a little bit about the design of it, but he is very effective at taking down tanks.
Yeah, so the thing is, Wrecker is an item that allows you to deal more damage with your weapon, right? To shield, specifically. Shaolin has this ability planted where he usually yells ready, and he kneels down and starts firing shots really quick. But they're weapon shots. Wrecker helps out, and he just destroys shields with that ability. So he's going to be able to carve through Fernando. Buck and Eevee, man, I think Black Dragons just have to go for this backline aggression again, and I don't think Fernando fits that. Or, sorry, I don't think Ruckus fits that.
Ladies and gentlemen, bless up. It is Grover locked in for Black Dragons. The church doors are open. Krat, talk to me a little bit about this pick.
Man, Grover the tree. He's got an axe that he throws. It deals more damage over range. But on the other hand, he's got a healing aura around him that bursts for bonus healing on a relatively short cooldown. So you have to decide, am I long range filling space with these very damaging axes, or am I helping my team out to heal? And I think he's going to want to position next to that Ruckus, right? Doing some zoning, healing up the front line on the point while he's trying to respond to Shaolin, and it can actually be a fairly good response to the Desert Wind Archer.
Definitely. Grover, the only character in the game that doesn't have to reload, so he is constant area denial, just throwing those axes down to just shut down what Shaolin is trying to do. But both of these teams picking up double frontliner again, and still no Drogos. Really tells me that these international teams don't seem to favor the Dragon.
Yeah, well, we'll see what's going to happen in our next set with that Drogos. As match point will go up against Black Dragons, and I know they can play some fierce Dragon. But focusing on this game, I love the Cassie coming back from QG on Knight, and I cannot wait to see what he can do in this game. It is the third game of our best of 5. QG on the left-hand side, Spira on Makoa, Yijing on Barrack, Master Lu on Ying, Knight on Cassie, and Mikasa on Shaolin.
Brazil makes some noise for Black Dragons fighting with their backs against the wall. Butter on Fernando, Pings on Ruckus, Flame Zito on Buck, Skullist again on Eevee, BZ this time on Grover.
Shaolin moving forward, and without Master Riding, no one's going to get to this capture point first. Taking him to the left side of the room is QG as Black Dragons are on the point. Shaolin taking a lot of damage, and Skull is going to find that kill.
Laying down the covering fire is Knight from the backline. Disengage creates some space between him and Buck, but he's going to fall. This fight going in favor of Black Dragons as well as the capture point. They are already 50%. Flame Zito finds another one here, and great positioning once again, but the hook and serve off the map. Master Lu going to take down Pings. QG Yazing fell off the map. Skullist, great positioning here. Grover trying to hook down another one, tries to come out. Koa over the wall. One shot from either champion's gonna do it. This time it's Skullist.
And I see what Black Dragons are doing now. They're playing big bodies. They've got their big boys on the point. They're gonna move in or just take up space and do a lot of damage. Mikasa falls to Skullist there. Barrack on the point, but he's not set up. And now it's looking very grim for QG. I don't think they're gonna be able to contest this.
Black Dragons in overtime, 99%. A lot of mitigation. There's the repulsor field effects coming out from the Ruckus, and Black Dragons able to convert early.
And now they're gonna push forward. They have control of the cart, and they've got the big bodies to put in the way. QG has to hold here so they can get their Wrecker and their Cauterize online, but pushing forward, it's Black Dragons into this small little crawl space, and they're pushing QG back.
Moving forward, Butter falling lower and lower. A couple more shots gonna do it, but the shield's gonna come off cooldown. He's gonna get it up. Knight is under pressure from the frontliners in the back, dumping headshots. Ping's able to find that one. The payload is moving past halfway. Black Dragons looking strong. Grover able to get everyone topped off before the respawns come through. 1 minute and 50 seconds remain.
Absolute dominance so far from Black Dragons. They're practically spawn camping QG, who just can't find kills. They can't respond. Buck jumping into the Ice Storm will get pulled, but he doesn't care as Barrack is in the front, but Eevee is unstoppable with the double. And it looks like we will have our first conversion of the set. Black Dragons up 2-0 against QG.
Skull is such an impact player all along. 13 streak, net worth all in favor of Black Dragons. 3 ultimates available for them to the 1 from QG.
It's going to be very difficult for QG here. They need credits, they need defense, and they need to break through the big bodies of Black Dragons, because all they're doing, they've got 4 big meaty dudes, Grover, Buck, Ruckus, and Fernando in the front, and an Eevee just killing everyone else. Just let Skullist carry by himself. It doesn't matter as long as we're on the point, we're hard to kill. You can't pick anyone off, and you can't kill Skullist because he's a god.
All those streaks illuminated for Black Dragons as they move out to the point here. It's going to provide a lot of ultimate charge for QG if they're able to take down some of these hot streaks going in, blinking in and immediately blinking out. Skullist doesn't find anything on his first trip in, but Buck Wild going to see if he can get anything done. A lot of ultimates coming out from Black Dragons. They want to keep the momentum on their side, but QG in the lead right now in this fight, 2-1.
Knight going big so far. He needs to find the kill on the Skullist, who's retreating inside the small little room. Ruckus is low. A nice roll. Picks up Pings. Skullist is still alive, but Grover will fall, and Knight could just say, hey, I'm going to carry this game too. He's going so big.
Yeah, needs to be careful right now. Butter can't get picked off. They don't want to get their respawn staggered. QG currently in control of the point, 78% and climbing. Black Dragons need to make a move soon. Shut down mid-air, Impaler arrow. Here's the Hexafire, however, it's going to lay down a lot of pain.
But shut down, say Black Dragons, 93%, we don't care. Drop the tank ults on the point, heal everyone up with the Grover Whirlwind, and this Makoa can't do anything. He's not doing damage. He's just gonna fall.
Repulsor Field mitigating all of that Ancient Rage alongside the Whirlwind from Grover. Blessing up, Spirit narrowly able to stay alive. That's just going to be another staggered respawn for QG. Black Dragons clawing their way. The picks are continuing to roll right now, needing to go big. Skullis in the backline on a 17 streak. Overtime has been triggered, however, so Black Dragons cannot afford to step off the point again.
Knight needs to make a miracle, but he could do it. Skullist is low, but not down just yet. He's going to retreat around the side, and 99% overtime continues. Immortal is Skullist in with a double, but he's not fast enough, and he will, no, not quite fall.
Timing needs to be crucial there. A nice snag out of midair will spell the end of Skullist streak, but such an impact player in all of these games on the Eevee. QG just letting him get it time and time again.
And real quick, you see that Makoa ult? When you kill a streak in Paladins, when you end that streak, you get some charge. So Spira is ready to go into the rage yet again. And with a nice pull on Fernando, he's starting that fight right.
3 kills for QG already. Mikasa has 2 to his name. Hexafire at low HP is going to get nothing. Ping's going to fall immediately. QG rolling forward. Nice ice block just to immune one shot. Do-si-do into the hook, though. Master Lu credited with that one, but some fancy footwork from China.
But QG are still behind. It is 1-2 while they are pushing forward, and if they do not convert this, they will still be down 1-3. So they've got to push forward, and Knight needs to keep the carry pants on.
Now rolling in the backline. Skullis is looking for it. 3 men are looking for it. Butter's going to be credited with that kill. Where's the peel? This backline is all alone. The front line isn't making much progress into this Ruckus, into this Grover. A little bit of a disjointed team fight from QG, and Black Dragons are able to skunk this push.
Master Lu holding on for so long, allowing Spira and Yijing to pick up 2 kills. Buck going buck wild, but Knight has returned and he will pick up that kill. And the front line from QG holding it down as Grover's getting held down and taken down. Yijing finding that one, and now Knight, a nice disengage, but it's not enough to get the kill just yet.
Timing is crucial here. Skullis needs to go down, and he will. Knight credited with that kill. The conversion has to come through. The peel on the backline needs to be better for QG, though. All these frontliners in Knight's face right now. He needs help from his team. He's rolling around the fight, doing a beautiful job kiting Black Dragons. Black Dragons absolutely tunnel vision on Knight right now. Spring has come to keep Black Dragons alive. All of that healing from Grover is just going to buy time.
I love the dome shield using to hold down that front line as Yijing pushes forward. They're very close to the capture point, and they could convert. Not too much farther yet. Bizco will fall. Buck on that payload, and he's going to hold for now, but here come the respawns from Black Dragons.
There's the Immortal trying to make the stabilization play for Black Dragons. 5 seconds remain. Skullis finds a pick. Pings gets Yejing on the front line. Spira able to answer back. Knight rolling in. He's going to have to go big. It's overtime, ladies and gentlemen. Scout ultimate available to him, but he's got everyone in his sights right now. A lot of tank to chew through. Repulsor Field comes out, and the call is just retreat as Knight staying alive behind the rocks.
Man, it was so close, but Knight just couldn't carry hard enough. And here's the thing. If you recall the 3rd capture from the last map, they went in and only had that Cassie ultimate. Now, granted, they're not up against as many ultimates as they were, but it's still Ruckus and Eevee. That's a great combo all in and of itself. So QG has to play really sharply here if they want to hold it down and stay in this game.
Especially being down 3-1 right now. Such a huge play to convert in that first round from Black Dragons. They give themselves a ton of room for error in the next round here. Black Dragons need to capture a point, however, if they are going to win. They will get no more points off of the defense.
That's right. So it's all about holding this point for QG. They got to capture it if they want to stay alive in this game. But they're running right into the room of death. Eevee is low, but she's going to blink out with just 200. Fernando holding down the front, and it seems like the ultimates have been survived for now.
Ice Storm and Hexafire coming out disjointed. Black Dragons taking 3 for 0 right now. Make it 4 for 0 as QG Knight isolated and alone from his teammates. Skullis is going to be able to clean him up.
Butter just chilling on the point. He moved in, he shielded up, he got low, and then he did his job. He said, all right, I'm going to stand on the point. You guys got this. 60%. Skullist is here too, and it's going to be very hard for QG to push in, but they have to. 80%, they've got to get on this point. They've got to contest. They got to keep this game going.
UG put in a must-win situation. Buckwild coming out in the backline. Grover's hooked and taken down. That's the first step. There's 2 kills for QG. Master Lu takes out Skullus, and that's always an impact player in these team fight. But Pigs has a nice line of sight on Black Dragon. Shell Shield's going to be there to provide some safe haven. For now, QG in control.
QG somehow managed to regain control of that capture point as Spyro finds a nice kill onto Ruckus. But round the back, it's Evie. She's going big and she's going for the kills. Mikasa not able to stay alive, taken down by the long-range shot, but here's Knight. Just one more shot will get the kill, and he finds it. QG. Now on the capture point, Dome Shield and Whirlwind have been dropped.
QG have clawed their way back. Knight going big in this team fight. 97% in overtime. The disengage says no more. Grover, great job splitting up the healer from the tank. Ruckus is going to fall. Disjointed our Black Dragons. QG able to secure the payload.
Not able to get on that point. Buck just swerved right past, and he's going to fall nonetheless, taking off of that support role, by the way. Bizka is supporting this game, but pushing forward. QG once again want to convert this. If they don't, they're going to be in the same situation as last round.
Dropping a lot of ultimates for it, though. 2 minutes remain on the push. Ping's falling very low. He's taken out almost immediately. Look at QG right now, firing on all cylinders, working as a unit, just looking like an impenetrable Spartan Phalanx right now, coming around the corner.
And the Phalanx is moving up to the choke point, but remember, it's all about Skullist. 26 and 12. He is still a huge force of destruction in this game, and he drops the Ice Storm.
Planet's coming out onto Buck. Doesn't connect a lot of damage, though. This is currently in favor of Flame Zito. He's able to find that. Yejing with another double kill on the front line. The front line is going heavily in the way. 3 kills, triple for Barrack. Flame Zito just hobbling his way around the corner. Buck falling lower and lower. Doesn't have an answer. Just trying to weave in and out of these rocks right now. Recovery gonna heal him up for the time being, but QG have their sights set elsewhere.
Buck does have some crazy mobility to stay alive there, but QG is still pushing forward, and I'm looking at Knight. He needs to find a kill on the Skullist, but he's so low. Got to get back to his healers and somehow stay alive. It's a nice pull onto that Ruckus, but the Ruckus has not fallen yet, and Knight, he's still alive as well. No, taken down by Skullist for a big kill.
There's the Immortal coming out from Black Dragons on the front line. This is where they were able to stabilize last time. Skullick finding the picks that he needs to. Triple kill for Skullist right now. QG cannot seem to find their way to the conversion point. They are being chased out of Black Dragon's base with their tail between their legs.
And now they need to just back off or die. Knight will do just that, because they can't get picked off here. They have one more shot if they want to convert this payload into the 3-3. So they got to group up, push in, and getting Skullist here would be a big help, as would getting this Buck.
Already pulls out the Planet cooldown, however, isolated is the support from QG. Master Lu cannot afford to go down here. Skullus doing a great job buying time, trading out pick for pick. Knight still alive on the front side of this fight, trying to get things going. They're just trying to make it way back to the payload there. Master Lu, caught without his escape, will fall to Skullist.
Not able to reach the payload thanks to the aggressive zoning of Black Dragons, and primarily Skullist, who so far has played Eevee in 3 out of 3 games, and he has gone huge in 3 out of 3 games.
Yep, 4 ultimates to 1, again, with just the scout on their side. QG struggling a little bit with the ult management in this game. Black Dragons look like they're saving up to come in with a haymaker and close out this game, get themselves back in this series.
I love the cauterize use from Black Dragons. They have identified that Master Lu is a masterful healer, and they're shutting him down. On the other hand, QG just don't seem to be too worried about the heals from Grover or the self-heals from Buck. But pushing forward, QG with their single ultimate are going to have to yet again pull out a miracle hold. They're looping around the left-hand side of the map, and it looks like they're going to start a fight.
Now dropping the Ice Storm immediately. There's the Whirlwind to combat it. Hexafire comes out as well. No kills just yet. Skullus blinking into the back line, is looking to try and find Shaolin, and he will. Butter credited with that one. Another nice style kill there. Double kill for Knight. He's kiting around the fight, but no no more as Flamezito shuts him down.
Knight was trying to go big, but Flamezito nipped that in the bud. Cassie, using a card called Incitement, can reset her dodge roll if she hits the first shot after rolling. And Knight used that there to find 2 kills, but not enough. Now QG, they've got to get on the point again. 80%, and it's getting close. Barrick trying to get there, trying to activate that overtime, and he will be able to, but I don't think it's going to last much longer as Yijing does fall.
Will it all be for naught? Ancient Rage has to come out. This is a must-win situation for QG. The Ancient Rage comes out, hacking through a lot of Black Dragons, but a wise backstep.
And now they're going to back off and then regroup on the point. They have some time, but Black Dragons have to play smart. They can't get picked off and they can't get killed. So low is the Eevee. She manages to blink and she's alive for now. Does not blink back. Spiral was waiting for it and he was not rewarded, but pulled is the Grover and taken down is the Grover.
Could it be again? There's the Hexifier with the Fernando shield, buying a lot of time, but just stepping on the point. Another key pickup, Shaolin forcing Fernando back. QG are forcing their way back into this capture point fight once again. Black Dragons struggling to get their feet under them when the pressure's on.
But here's the thing, if Yijing can get that ultimate, he could keep his team alive yet again. The Dome Shield is at 92%, so almost available. Overtime is almost done, and QG, they stay alive in game 3.
They've been stoic on stage. Their will is unbreakable. QG forcing their way. They are down, but not out. One payload at a time. They will claw their way back to try and close this series against Black Dragons.
Black Dragons pushing forward and taking up a defensive position in the alcove around that choke point. They know that they can hold that corner, but now they're going to go in and look for some picks. Fernando burning down Mikasa. He's going to back off and going to be peeled for. Butter dies, but now Buck jumping in.
These Ice Storms not really finding the mark, not too much follow. Nice Impaler arrow to create some space. Goes into Planet landing, 3-shot, 4-shot, 5 shots onto Buck there. One more is going to send Flamezito back to spawn.
Mikasa playing beautifully there. You might think, hey, why doesn't he use withdraw? His back was against the cliff. He just go right off. So he just holds his ground, finds the shots, and finds the kill. Beautiful. And now setting up, it's a nice pull from the Mikoa, but Ruckus does hit the wall. Fernando and Eevee on the point. And watch Skullus here, he's on the right-hand side. He needs to go down, and he does go down as Spyro finds the kill.
Knight needs to get in this fight. His team needs him to carry these fights. There's a nice shot. Knight has fallen here. First kill for the Cassie player from QG. Master Lu taken out. No more healing. Yejing goes down, and Knight forced the dodge roll to safety.
Pings does find 2 kills, and it seems like QG will be staved off for now. But if he can find this 1v1, it's the, very hard to deal with that one. Knight will fall to Skullus in the head-to-head.
Skullus says, watch your feet, boy. Don't want to go off of that cliff like your boy Master Lu. In game number 1 here, 44 seconds remaining on the payload push. Black Dragon just looking to create a zone without overextending here. Now ult management is going to be key as this payload push winds down. Skullus taking some poke and just forced back. You can see the nerves. This is a situation starting to get dire for Black Dragons.
Yeah, remember, QG can win here if they push it in, but they can also win if they just wait and use their ultimates on the point. We need to see what they elect to do, but Skullus is low, and he will fall. That's a great way to start the fight and push forward as QG look to cap.
Mikasa comes out, but the planet is so good against Buck. He says, I'll go toe-to-toe with you any day of the week. Hexifier on the front line with a nice angle, but doesn't find any kills just yet. Shell Shield is there, falling lower and lower. Ancient Rage gonna come out to try and make the stabilization play. 4 kills for QG. QG are closing the gap, inches from conversion right now. Cassie needs to stay alive, needs to carry this fight. Buck is all alone. Buck will fall all alone.
Will be QG 3-0 against Black Dragons in their second set of the day. Absolutely beautiful play, and yet they are still calm, composed, and ready to go later on.
That's QG being down 3-1 did not shake them. They took every step they needed to get themselves back in this game. One payload at a time with a firework conversion there at the end. You see Knight smiling there.
Yeah,
he's happy. These smiles are starting to crack as these guys realize what they've just achieved.
Man, Knight just destroying on that Cassie. He was so good, but you know, we can't really just say that Black Dragon wasn't amazing, right? Skullist is so good on that Eevee. But in their next match, they're up against Matchpoint, who will play it. They will play Eevee. They will take it from Skullist. So the question is, what else can he play? Because clearly that's what he favors.
They haven't shown the propensity to want to take any Drogos or Pip, any anti-tank measures on the side of Black Dragons. They were just so close, and you can see the defeated looks on their faces, talking with a little bit of frustration. QG now getting up to shake hands.
And let's talk about this QG lineup, right? Knight, Master Lu, and Mikasa have played together before right here in the Smite World Championships 2 years ago. Knight, you might remember, played Anubis mid, and it was awesome. And, you know, they're really good together, right? Mikasa and Knight make a great 1-2 punch of carry power, especially on this Archer combination.
Absolutely. It's important to have that nice core that doesn't have the Landowners. They've been here before. They're ready for this, and you see that when the pressure was on, Black Dragon started to show the cracks a little bit, whereas QG are just chipping away. They found their way back in. They have so much damage on all of their kings. Even Ye Jing getting in there with the Barrack at 117,000 damage.
Yeah, and for Ye Jing, it's all about the timing, right? He uses his bonus damage when the turret hits someone and deals extra damage with his blunderbuss, and he was doing it at just the right time. He was getting those shots to confirm the kills on Skullist, who did fall 13 times this game, and every time Skullist falls, QG was able to find so much ground because the composition was all in on this one player who, honestly, I think he did hold up under the pressure. He played very well.
Absolutely colossal amounts of objective time for everyone on QG, but that's going to do it here. QG